Hi everybody, welcome to a new video in the How to Solo Eve series. Today is a day I have dreaded for very long, but thanks to the help of Eve Scorpius, aka Joe, I'm probably gonna not struggle as much with making an engine as I did with the new common. So hi Joe, how you doing?
Hello, I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming because I struggle so much with making most of the technology in the game. You haven't seen the Newcomen video because it's not up yet, but honestly, it's embarrassing. It's me just cursing because I can't read the cheat sheet correctly, and then someplace I go wrong, and I'm just really frustrated by the end of that video. I tried not to sound
Yeah,
too frustrated, but I kind of didn't want to repeat that. So I was like, I need help with the engine video so people will actually learn how to do it. And you made a good suggestion. You said that you would make an engine first and then I would make an engine second. So,
yep. Okay, so the basic gist of it, the way I remember it, you start off with the rollers. You want five five steel rods. That's the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna use the roller to make 5 steel rods. So that's what this pile of 5 is. So
mhm,
I always set up the 3 piles of steel. You can take one off because you're only gonna need 17 altogether. So
yeah.
so that's what we got right there. So we have the rollers on the new common already. We'll throw the water in there. We'll get
Hmm.
the charcoal, and then always remember to have your furnace and the new common ready when you're
Hmm.
gonna do it.
Yeah.
I always make sure to grab these and set these right here. So this first one is just gonna be 5 steel rods.
Okay.
And a tip, I mean, we already have these right here, but I'm just gonna do this. This is if I'm just making one, I'll have
Yeah.
this already, so I can just go,
And do
since we're
that
only
as the
doing
sixth item.
yeah, just so we can get it all done in so many burns. So okay, so here we go. I'm just gonna do this first set. I go, just
Mhm.
quickly get these 5 done. Then
Right.
I boom, 3 on there makes the tank. And
Okay.
that's all we have to do for this step. So that part's easy enough.
That's great. Okay.
So then and uh so always make sure to change your tools. I end up wasting coal and water all the time because I forget to change the tool in between.
Okay. So now
Oh,
you're
hold on.
doing the hammer as the second
Yep. Hammer is
extension.
second. We're
Okay.
gonna and then for this we need 10 pistons, which is just a steel heated up onto the new common with 1 strike. But then we also
Okay.
need to make a pulley, which is just 2 strikes and 3. Cause you have to make the small pulley and the big pulley. So that's 1 hit twice and 1
One
hit
hit
3
3 times.
times.
So you say 10 times little, and then it's 12 in total. So you're going to use all the steel that we see right now. All of that steel is going to
Right,
be
right,
used.
right. Yeah, at this point we'll use all. So we have 12 steel right here. We need to
Mhm.
make 10 of them into piston. And here
Yeah.
I'll just get going and
Yeah.
we'll do it. So we do. Oh, oops, oops,
Oh,
oops,
oh, oh.
oops. Oh no. And of course, I knew it was gonna happen.
That's okay.
But if you're fast, you can get all of them done in one firing of the hammer. So do one full pile, 1 pile of 4. Oh, and I was too slow for the last two.
That yeah.
Okay.
But it's because you're on YouTube now. People are watching, and
Yeah, of course,
yeah,
because yeah, of
just
course.
blame the people. It's their fault, not yours.
Hmm.
So
Okay,
okay.
so and
So
then I'm just gonna wait a second to make sure I don't lose this. Yeah.
there you
Okay.
go.
And then 2 times for the small one, 3 times for the big one,
That's all your
and
steel.
that's all we need for the hammer for. And now we're done with the furnace too. That's why I always try
Yeah.
to do the tank when I'm doing the rods, so that you only have to fire the furnace twice.
Okay.
Then grab a stick up here, and we'll throw these on here. And this doesn't matter. You can do this at any point, but
Yeah.
you eventually have to make the pulley mechanism, and throw this on whenever you want. Do you have a
I
knife
have a
sitting
knife.
around
So
here?
basically,
Okay.
the vulcanized rubber belt I did make during a previous video, and I put it to the side and I said we'll need this when we make an engine. but I still have a bucket here for the one I'm gonna do. So if you're like, I don't know this step, if you don't have a vulcanized rubber belt, we'll do it soon. And you just hit it with a knife until it's a timing belt, and then you put it on this.
All right, and that part is good to go until we get to that to the end stage, pretty much.
Okay.
So then we want to set up for the bore, which is the blade attachment on the Newcomen pulley.
Mm-hmm.
Let's load up the Newcomen with water.
What are you going to be drilling with
Okay,
the
so
bore?
for this part, we do 3 of the rods into pipes, and 2 of these in. I don't remember what the piece is, but
Yeah.
two of these on there once,
And then how many
and 3
pipes?
of the rods.
Three of the
Three
rods.
three
And-
pipes and two pistons, 3 rods is how I remember it.
Okay. And do you need
2 and 3?
Do they both need to be heated up, or is it just
No.
No.
At this point we're good with the furnace. You just have to do
Okay.
it for the hammer and the roller. So
Okay.
So this part is just these 2 and then these 3. You can go ahead and add the pipe to the tank whenever you're ready. Make that part of it the engine fuel. Okay, and I never really pay attention to what the names are.
What they're called. Yeah, it just looks like a tank with a little thing out of it.
Yep, and cylinder blank is the piece we made here. So
okay.
we have 2 cylinder blanks.
Okay.
And at this point, each of these piles is going to become something different. So
okay.
These ones, you just have to hit one. Okay, and we're going to switch to the lathe at this point too. So take off the blade, switch to the lathe. Let's see. Bucket, load up again.
We'll grab.
Okay, so and then this point, what I do is these ones are going to be, you push them on there one time and they're going to turn into a piece. So I will hit them and put them right into my backpack just so that I can try and do it all in one step. So these 2 right here are going to be hit one time, go into my backpack.
Mm-hmm.
These ones are each going to be hit one time as well. Mm-hmm. And I try to throw them on the ground.
Okay.
Then all 6 of these, each has to be hit on there 2 times. It's going to turn it into steel valve, I think is the, and so at that point you'll have these sitting on the ground. So you can set these onto the other pieces as you're going if you do it right.
Okay.
So hopefully here. So go ahead and fire it up, and I will.
All right. Good luck.
Okay. So into the backpack. Into the backpack. This goes here. This goes here. Then the pile twice onto each one. Each one needs 2 of these put directly on it.
Yeah. I see it.
Pipes go there. 1 of those once. 1 of those twice. Again. Shoot.
Oh.
One short.
One short. No, it's the worst.
Yep.
You were doing so well. That was so fast, though. Wow. I saw what you were doing.
That was one thing I was worried about, is that I've gotten so good at it that I'm not sure if it's worth
slowing down.
If it's a good way to teach people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then this last one 2 times again. So at that point we have steel valves. The pipes became the fuel nozzle body, so you can add that. So the steel valves, you see on the cylinder head has 2 of the valves on it.
Yeah.
Then 2 of the valves go onto these, and then they add to that piece.
You're going really fast now. But it's okay. So
like I said, I wanted to show you how I do it, so you can kind of get. So then the pieces that I had in my backpack, you can add that
to the bottom of those. Yeah.
Add those 2 together.
Yeah.
Grab this guy, throw that on there. This one with here, boom. Boom.
It's an engine. Okay, thanks. Bye. No. Okay, now it's up to me.
All right.
No pressure. I really wish I had a that I had what's it called? A wheelbarrow of steel. Yeah. So you might be wondering why a wheelbarrow of steel. I haven't mentioned this in one of my previous videos yet, but with a wheelbarrow of steel, you can move stacks of steel and iron really easily. So that is the reason I'd want it. But currently, we don't have it, so I need to carry everything manually.
And yep, that's what you need right there.
Okay, so
roller.
the first thing is the roller mechanism. And if I remember, oh man, I'm the thing is, I was remembering really well until the last 2 minutes of the thing when you were doing all those little parts. I feel like I've forgotten so much. So if I remember, the top 5, that's what we focus on now, right?
Yeah, the first 5 are going to be turned into pipes,
Yeah.
and the way I did it is just the ergonomic way that like I know exactly
Yeah.
where I want to go with everything. So you know set the pipes wherever you want, and we'll try to take it a little bit slower so
Yeah.
other people can
So,
follow along.
and these need to be cooked over here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move these away so I can put the pipes over here, so people can also see where I'm putting it. And it only requires 1 hit in each item, so nothing special.
Yeah. You hit it on the furnace and then on the new
Okay.
common, and then those ones are done.
Hit me
Okay,
up.
ready?
Yeah. Pipe. And the difference is what you did, you also made a tank at the same time, but we don't need to because we have plenty of tanks. So
Yep.
Okay, this part was easy. And then the next time you used a hammer. That's what I remember.
Yep, hammer is next.
Also, I will link the viewers to what we call the cheat sheet, which basically shows an image of this entire process, kind of explains what you need in each new common type and how you assemble everything eventually. So I do recommend, if you're making your engine for the first time, you could do it with this video, maybe, if I don't struggle too much now. And if you do struggle, just watch the cheat sheet, and that should help. So for the next bit, we will also need to fire up the stone furnace and the new common hammer. And
so
yep.
So you're gonna do 1 of the full piles into pistons, and then for the second pile, you're only gonna do 4 out of the 6 because the last 2 are gonna be for the pulleys.
Okay. So let me just. So I'm doing 10.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm hitting
you're
10.
Do 10 pistons.
Yeah.
And then if you have time, do the pulleys at the end. But you know.
Right. Stop. Let me repeat again. So basically, 10 of them I hit once. 1 of them I hit twice. 1 of them I hit 3 times.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay. Hold on. And I need a wooden tongs to hold these items, and because it's gonna be hot. Okay.
Ready?
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 hits. 3 hits. There we go. We did it. We're pros now. We're almost pros.
Okay, and now we're going to the bore, which is the blade.
Okay, and now we won't need the furnace again. Everything is done cool. Yep. So do we use our hands now, or do we use the tongs?
Yeah, no more tongs.
Okay, so basically the idea behind no more tongs is basically you're not going to burn your hands, so you don't need to use tongs. Tongs is usually when things are hot. Okay, so in this, let me just think if I remember. You were doing... Wait, you were also assembling this on a stick at that point. Let me just get rid of those, so those will not be in the way again. So I have the stick, assemble this and assemble this. Now we still need to make the timing belt for this, but we can do that later, so just gonna leave this here. And the bore... Trying to think if I can remember how much you were boring at that time. Also, I'm eating a little something. If you're hungry, there's still food up top that you haven't had. So there are 10 of them here. Was this the point where you put 2 in your backpack already?
No. So at this point, you're gonna do 2 of the pistons and 3 of the rods. And each of them is just a single.
Right. Yeah. 2 pistons, 3 rods. Okay, 2 of these, and only hitting them once.
Yep.
Okay, we're drilling holes in these. So 2 pistons, 3 rods. Got it. Hit me up.
Right.
1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then the next thing you did was the lathe mechanism.
Right. And at this point, I usually take one of the pipes and stick it on here just so I don't accidentally throw it on the new common and have to go through that whole process again.
Okay, so the pipe goes in the empty tank. So we get this little thingy over here. All right. And then I'm going to move this maybe over here. Okay, and
So
now was
so
that
now
really difficult bit, right? You did everything at the same time for this
yeah,
bit.
and let's slow it down. So what I'm gonna say, you're gonna do the rods. You do one of them once and one of them twice, and that's gonna give you the pieces you need for that. And then do each of the steel pipes just one time, and each of these one time. You should be able to get all 6 of those in
Hold
one
on,
burn, I think.
I'm a little confused at this point. So you say each
Okay.
of the rods. So these are 2 rods. So I'm gonna do those once.
Yep.
Both of them done.
One of them once, one of them twice.
One once, one twice. And then what do I
Yep.
do with the pipes? Anything?
The pipes just one time, but you have to do it on both of them.
So both of them once. Here is
Yep.
one once, one twice.
Yep, and both of them once on this as well.
And both of these
Yep.
once. So I only need to do one of these twice, and all the rest is just once of the bottom row here.
Yep. Yeah, and these 2 pistons right here, if you have enough time, are just 1 strike each as well.
1 strike each as well. Okay.
Yep.
Let's try it. Let's see how I fare. Let's grab some more charcoal. Okay, hit me up. Once, twice, once, once. Okay. And now you combine some things together. Wait, let me see. Let me see
so
how.
these ones, just set those aside for now.
Oh,
we'll set
okay.
these pieces over here for now because you can't. These ones are
Oh.
no. So
Oh,
these
they're not
ones
those.
here.
Okay, so I set aside the precision pistons. We don't need those.
Yeah, so these ones we can set aside, but so these are the ones. So we have the precision cylinders and the fuel nozzle bodies on the ground here. These 4 right here.
Yeah.
So these are gonna, when you put them on there twice, it's gonna turn into a steel valve. You can put 2 steel valves on each of the precision cylinders, and 1 on each of the nozzle bodies.
Okay.
So you can just put them right onto it. It just saves a couple steps.
Yeah.
So you can do. So all 6 of these ones are gonna be hit 2 times. And then put onto the items.
Yeah,
or however
we're gonna put it on this until we can't put it on this anymore. So there's 4 items here. The big ones need 2, and the small ones need 1 of these things. And we're gonna hit it twice in the lathe, is what you're saying.
Right.
Got it.
Yep. So all 6 of those are the same. Just hit them twice and put them down wherever you name it. Okay, ready?
Got it. Let's go. 2 hits. Put it in that thing. 2 hits. 2 hits. 2 hits. 2 hits on that. 2 hits on that. Hey, we did the new common
now
part.
Add the small bits to the big bit.
Small bits. This.
The fuel injection nozzle. Yep. Those go on the. Okay.
Yeah. Then we add these little things.
Yep.
And then this little thing to that one. And then
combine them.
It goes together. Put them together, and then is it the crankshaft or the camshaft that goes first?
Crankshaft on that.
Camshaft
next? The camshaft. So you gotta finish this part right now.
Okay.
So let's
go to the kitchen. Yeah. Can you take some fire with you, maybe? Oh wait. If I take this, because it needs to have this shape. Darn it! You can't take both with you.
Can you take it out?
Wait.
Take it out of the bucket and use it on there.
Yeah, this is better. Okay, I'll just walk and you take that. Okay, let's go. Let's hope the fire doesn't die by the time we're there. Careful with mosquitoes. There's not many, but you never know.
Yeah. I think I'll survive.
Yep. It would have been kind of funny if you had been bitten by a mosquito, not gonna lie. But I don't need this. We need to. Here. Let's go. All right, we cooked this up. There we go. Or we just take it back. Did it. Almost done with the engine. And then we'll have 2 engines. And one of the engines will be for the blast furnace, which we need to get iron beams. And the other engine is probably going to be for the mine, I guess, at some point. Because that's what we're going to be using it for. So we put this on here. And now we need to combine this thing in here, I think.
Yep.
And then this maybe here? No.
Nope.
This thing on the diesel crank on the cam timing. No.
Other way around.
Oh.
Cam timing on the diesel.
And
now
you get your stick back. And now just combine the last 2 bits. I made an engine, and I hope you guys thought this was very clear. That I think it was okay. Hey, and we did it within 20 minutes. That's wonderful. That's what I wanted. We made 2 engines in 20 minutes. So
Yep.
Eat that, everybody. I'm really happy.
I-
Thanks so
if
much.
you have all the pieces ready to go, the fastest
Yeah.
I've been able to do it is about 6 minutes once I have everything ready. But
Yeah, yeah, and it's
I've
like the
practiced a
steel,
lot.
etc. Yeah, and it's also about having all the steel ready makes such a difference because if you're like, oh, and now I need to go make steel, just make steel the day in advance, to keep
Right.
your mind kind of clear, and
Yep.
maybe make your tanks in advance and your rubber in advance, and then the rest is sort of kind of simple. I don't want to say it's super simple because I still don't think it is, but
Yeah,
I
it's not bad. One thing I would recommend, if you're at the point where you're making your first engine, you're
mhm.
probably gonna need kerosene for it too. So
Mm,
17, you need 17 steel and 1 iron, so 18 iron altogether just to make an engine.
mhm.
But then you're also gonna want uh 3
Oil.
for the new
Yeah.
come in,
Yeah.
plus blades and pipes to set up the Terry spot.
Yeah.
So just a tip, if anyone's working on their first engine, they're also going to need that. So I usually
Mhm.
try to get at least 25 iron set up
Yeah.
before I go to make my first engine, so you have enough to make everything.
Yeah. I
Unless you get
definitely
real
have
unlucky.
enough. Yeah. I this is basically everything you see here, like the tools that you see and the anvil blocks that we have, and then now the two engines that we have and all this iron. This comes from 3 mines in total. So this is 3 mines mined out, as well as all the tools we used. But we haven't broken many tools because it's a solo town. So
Mhm.
I might still be on like my second shovel or something. Um, it's all pretty
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's hard to say. I was in a random town the other night and I was mining. I am gonna say at least 10 full piles of iron before I killed the
Wow.
mine, before I had to use dynamite on it.
That's
So,
really good. No, I didn't
yeah,
get 10.
it's totally luck based how
Yeah.
much iron you get out of a mine, but sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes I've had mines where I've gotten less than 10 out of it before it broke. So,
Yeah. Also, do you want to come and check out the Tari spot with me? We can take the horses, by the way. It's not very far, but it's still a little faster if we go with this. And if I'm not mistaken, it's in the snow biome around here somewhere. Well, let's see. Yeah, here it is. See? Pretty good spot, I
yep,
think.
yeah.
We only have one Tory spot, I think. Is that bad? Is the two gonna be enough for what we
One
need to
Terry
do?
spot is plenty. The only reason that you really need two is in the emergency that someone uses all of your kerosene, because you need kerosene to run the more advanced one. But for starting
Mhm.
out, when you're using the new come in Terry spot, whatever it's called, the oil well,
Yeah.
it, it's not a big deal. But like I always try to just keep can of kerosene hidden, or I mean usually when I'm playing in a solo, I'm hungry, so that's where I'm going right now.
Yeah, that's
But
okay. Just keep going.
yeah, so you only need two Terry spots in the event of an emergency. If you get to the point where you have the upgraded, the what's it called, an oil derrick, that's
Mhm.
the upgraded version.
Yeah.
If you have that one and you completely run out of kerosene, you're shit out of luck at that point.
Yeah.
Um, excuse my French. Um,
That's okay. Don't worry. I swear as
but
well.
but that's the only reason that you need two. Um,
Okay. Yeah. No,
just
and since I'm the only player, well, Eerie is here too, but Eerie's very unlikely to
mhm,
start using kerosene for no reason, and she's also not going to use this engine to put it on a well or something. I don't see her doing
right.
that. No. So I think for me, the next videos is probably going to be more about oil because a blast furnace. I do need to make that too, but with the engine, and
Well, yeah,
it should be
the Terry
easy.
spot, the oil is definitely the. I always end up making the engine first because I don't think about it.
Hmm.
Because well, actually, the old tech tree, it didn't matter. Like
Yeah.
you could make it all, and you didn't really need that much. But
Mhm.
yeah, the Terry spot is definitely like you should probably make the Terry spot before you make the engine if you're in a new town.
Yeah,
But
and
again,
maybe
it
we
matters
shouldn't
on
have.
how much
Yeah,
iron you
and
have.
maybe we
You have
shouldn't have
plenty of
made two
iron.
engines, right? Like we just went and made two engines, but maybe if you're a first time player, maybe just make one engine and
Yeah,
then the Terry
absolutely.
spot because the two is kind of overkill. I am going to need both of them, but Yeah,
Right.
and if you don't have enough iron, you could be landing yourself into trouble. Though you can always take your
Hmm.
horse and just go far away, find a new mine, 300 tiles out or something, and get more
Right.
iron. It's not impossible to continue. You're never really stuck because the world is endless.
Yep.
But you'll just need to travel further and put more effort into moving all the iron and that and all those things. So
Right.
yeah. No, thanks so much,
Yeah.
Joe. Joe, one more question for you. How long have you been playing 2 hours one life?
For a few years, I don't have as many. I actually I looked it up last night. You have about twice as many hours as I do. Let me see. I'm actually in.
But you make
Yeah.
engines 10 times as well, so hours doesn't mean much. But I do make probably prettier forests than you. I think I can say that for
Well,
sure.
yeah, I'm more of a pragmatic,
Mhm.
more maybe engineer than a designer.
Yeah, and I'm
I
more.
guess that's the perfect word when we're talking about engines,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. And I think there's a lot of people who are engineers in 2 hours one life. And I think there's also a big demand for engineering videos. And I always feel like, yeah, but I just want to make a forest, you know? Like I don't want to
Yeah.
make an engine. Let me just plant trees and flowers. I'm
It,
I'm a
and
cozy
that's part of why
gamer.
I'm so good at making them is because I know there's so many people in the game that have problems with them. I went
Yeah.
out of my way to really practice and get fast at it.
Yeah.
So
And I don't know many people that are really good at both. I feel like Erie is pretty good at the technical stuff and the pretty stuff. Like she's a really good player in terms of boat engineering, and she doesn't curse the way I do when I'm doing technical stuff.
yeah.
And simultaneously, she does know how to make a forest if she would be tasked with it, right? So it's she gets both sides of the game really well, and I'm more towards like the cozy stuff than anything else.
Hmm.
So yeah, but
Yeah.
it's good to have engineers.
Yep. Gotta have both.
Like
Takes what was it? Takes a village. Or
exactly,
what?
especially in this game.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yep.
and
Like my town, the when I'm playing solo, I built the whole thing, and I don't know if you've seen the pictures I posted in the Discord, but I always go way too big. Like I don't make any
yeah,
buildings less than
yes.
10 by 10.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and I'm like, I kind of want things to be spacious enough so that, and I also tell people, I told them in one of the first videos, if you're gonna make buildings, do not make a smithy building until you've made your first engine, because so many people start putting walls down when their smithy is like half this size or something, and then they have to make
mhm,
their engine 10 days after they've made all the walls, and then they realize their building is way too small. So I always
yeah,
tell people, don't do that until you've, and same with the kitchen, don't start making a kitchen until you've made like all the pies on your shelves, right? Like until
yep,
when you've tried to work in this place before you put down walls, especially for first time players. And so many think, oh, I know how to make a wall now, I'm just gonna plop down a
yeah.
wall here, and eventually they screw themselves over.
Yeah, it's a real common problem I see.
Mhm.
People trying to be helpful, so they start building the walls for whatever random town you happen to be in, and
Yeah.
it's like that looks good, but once we get to a certain point, that's not gonna be
Yeah.
like if you have more than one person working in an area.
Yeah.
Really, if you're doing anything in the game, you need at least a few squares empty so you can move stuff around, just the way the game works. So yeah,
Yeah. And also
definitely good
I'm
advice.
personally someone who would sooner like I would make buildings for myself, but then I would make like an omelet station or just a little witch's hut, but not
Hmm.
not a kitchen wall that's really
Right.
small. Like you either make it big and maybe only do half the work and just one big wall or something. But even then, I always check with Eve as well, because some Eves are
Yeah.
very peculiar, others are okay
Hmm.
with everything, and you don't want to screw over another Eve by putting down walls when they wanted to do
Yeah.
something else.
Especially the most common thing that people are going to use for smith walls are the stone walls, and
Oh yeah,
you can burn through steel really fast if you put down a bunch of stone walls and then you realize you don't want them, so you have to use your
yeah,
steel pickaxe to break them down.
yeah,
You can burn iron and steel. It doesn't matter once you get your mines and furnace
yeah.
going, but when you're starting out of town, it's definitely something that you really need to worry about. Try to make all your tools out of bronze, so you're not using
Yeah.
that until you get all your engine and your Terry spot everything going.
So
So
Joe, did you
yep.
also play back in the day when if you wanted to break a bamboo or a steel wall, it used an entire pickaxe or an entire axe?
Yeah, I think that was I remember it being a lot worse. Like now it's just what, a 10% chance when you do it that it's
Yeah.
gonna break.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it
I
used to
remember
be
that. I
really
do remember
bad.
that.
Yeah, every time you wanted to break a steel thing, your pickaxe broke. So if you wanted to break 10 walls that were out of stone, you had to make 10 pickaxes.
Yep.
It was the
Yep, that was
worst.
horrible.
It was so bad. And then sometimes people were like, if you had a public town and someone just came and started making walls in horrible locations, you could cry because
Mhm.
you were like, we don't have 10 steel yet, and now we're stuck with these
Yeah.
horrible walls. We can't break the walls. It
Mhm.
was horrible. Now it's a little bit better, and we shouldn't be complaining. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, Joe, thanks so much for being here. I'm gonna stop the recording now. And yeah, this was great. I hope the viewers enjoyed it as well.
I hope that I lived up to what you needed anyway.
Uh, you did. You exceeded my expectations. It was really good. Thank you so much. And bye
Yep.
YouTube. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.